Good afternoon and welcome to Somerset Park for this William Hill Championship game, Ayr United against Airdrieonians. I'm joined in the commentary box today by Mitch and Marco, and we will start straight away with the teams. And Mitch, do you want to do Airdrieonians for us, please?
Yeah, good afternoon, Ian.
Good afternoon.
Airdrieonians this afternoon wearing 1 in goal is Matthew Connolly, 3 Lewis Strapp, 4 Sean McGinty, 5 the skipper Aidan Wilson, 6 is Dean McMaster, 10 Liam McStravick, 11 Ewan Henderson, 17 Lewis McGrattan, 23 Charlie Telfer, 24 Cole McGinnon, and 26 is Rhys Armstrong. Subs for the visitors this afternoon: sub-keeper 43 is David Hutton, 8 Gavin Gallagher, 12 Tate Xavier Jones, 16 Craig Ross, 18 Jamie Barjonas, 21 Cameron Cooper, 31 Dylan Williams, 32 is Cole Williams, and 39 is Divine Serrary.
Referred to as
Divine.
here on in as just Divine. And for Ayr United, in goals, number 1 David Mitchell, number 2 Nick McAllister, number 5 Kevin Holt, number 8 today's captain Ben Dempsey, number 14 Kyle Ure, 15 Jamie Murphy, 20 Leon King, number 21 Ethan Walker, 22 Mark McKenzie, 23 Marco Roos, and 33 Scott McMahon. And on the subs bench we have substitute goalkeeper number 38 Liam Russell, number 3 Liam Dick, Stuart Bannigan is number 6, number 7 is Anton Dowds, number 9 is George Oakley, number 11 is Dom Thomas, and number 16 is Jake Hasty.
I was really hoping you were going to go for the
George Oakley. Yes,
Look.
I'm still wearing his casts off today.
There you go.
But there we go. That's another story for another day. Apologies that we were kind of late in coming online today and opening up the tickets, but we've been having a few issues with one of our cameras, and I think possibly rain has maybe got into it, because although it's not absolutely chucking it down, it's persistent. It's that wet rain that goes right through you. So hopefully everything will be okay today, and we won't have any major issues. But you can see everybody on the touchline is all huddled up in their jackets with their hoods up and so on and so forth. And yeah, it could make for quite an interesting game.
Absolutely, I think the rain will be a welcome addition to today's conditions for Gaffer Scott Brown. We know he likes the pitch to be slick, fast, and that suits Ayr United's style of play. And as you said, Ian, off air, the weather has been rather dry all week.
Yes, it has.
So this rain will be a welcome addition to today's playing surface, and the ball will be really moving quickly, and I think that's what Ayr will be looking to do today. Move it quickly, try and break Airdrieonians down. We know they're a football inside as well, but equally a very young team.
But we also have had quite a good run of form against Airdrie. I mean, I don't know how many Anton scored last year against them, but it was a fair shed load, and the Airdrie media team did kind of go, oh no, when I said that Anton was on the bench, but he might not come on. So anyway, we'll see. Yeah, because obviously Tuesday night, our first win of the season, which was I think you could see it in Scott's demeanour in his interview, just the absolute relief.
I was just going to say that actually on Tuesday night I was speaking to Scott Brown after the game, and as much as when we've won previously he's been happy with the performance. He's normally very mellowed in his response, but you could really tell the relief was pouring out of him after that one. He was absolutely delighted to get that over the line, and I think just the nature and the victory as well. It was a narrow 1-0 victory. The performance probably merited 3 points, but despite having 10 men, you knew Dunfermline were going to come back at us in the second half. They did so with great effect. All that they missed was adding that finishing touch, and they hit the post twice, and David Mitchell made a fantastic save towards the end, and that's why you bring in an experienced goalkeeper like David Mitchell to make these saves, and he certainly did well for his money on Tuesday night.
Yes, and of course it now puts us up into 6th place with 7 points, 3 points today, and we could actually leapfrog Partick Thistle, because we're both sitting on 0 goal difference, and Partick Thistle today are playing Dunfermline. Yeah, that could be quite an interesting game. They're obviously playing at Dunfermline. Morton play Ross County, Queen's Park play St Johnstone, and Wraith Rovers play Arbroath. That's the games on the card for today.
Yes.
All of them really interesting.
Yeah, we'll have score updates on those tonight. We've got Marco alongside me in the commentary box as well. And Marco, what are you thinking about this game today? Also, as Ian says, United have got a very good record against today's opposition, but I guess new manager bounce could still be in place. Of course, Daniel Lennon on point only just a few weeks ago. What are you thinking for this afternoon?
I think even though Airdrie are doing really well, they've got the new manager bounce. Even with the new way they're playing, with the bounce, with the positive attitudes within the squad, they think they'll be able to go and get it, but I don't think they're quite there with the new manager to be able to go up against and strongly defeat Ayr. I think there will be a challenge to Ayr. It will not be a clean sweep for Ayr, but I don't think any game this season will be a clean sweep. And I also think with the way the pitch is now getting more wet as the rain continues to fall, it also in the players' minds they might be like, I might be able to get away with a bit more in challenges because will the ref put it down to the surface level and not actually to what the player is doing in the tackle. So they might be looking at trying to get away with a bit more with the tackle, and it might become a bit scrappy of a game as the rain continues to go.
Absolutely, I think as you say, that'll definitely be taken into account. Today's match officials, that leads me on nicely, are referee David Dickinson, assistant referee number 1 on the main stand side, Alistair Mather, and over the far side at the north stand we've got assistant referee number 2 is Stephen Spence. The match sponsor is Graham Plumbers Merchants, and the half-time draw sponsor is SJ Electrical Services, and today's mascot, Jacob McMillan. Having a look at Airdrie's run of form, obviously last weekend, an hour defeat against Partick Thistle in which they largely dominated the game. Were probably unlucky to lose that a couple of weeks ago. Then you've got the 0-0 draw with Wraith Rovers at home, which I think everyone was expecting Wraith Rovers to go and turn Airdrie over. That never materialised. And then you've got on Tuesday night there a narrow home defeat against high-flying St Johnstone, and by all means they gave them a really tough test. I've heard from the Airdrie guys as well that first half St Johnstone could have potentially been out of sight, but it was a really good second half performance, and they'll certainly be taking plenty of encouragement. I mean, they'll be fancying their chances coming down here on a day like this. Pitch is in great condition. We've got a decent backing. We expect around 400 fans to turn up, so I've been told.
Yeah, I mean, there's a fair few in the Railway End. I mean, compared to some weeks where there's absolutely nobody in it, I would say there's maybe 100, 150 in the Railway End, and quite possibly the same again actually in the stand. So yeah, it looks as if they brought a good contingent with us, and our stands are looking pretty full for what is basically a dismal Saturday afternoon in the start of autumn. So yeah, I think it is. Listen, I've given up calling these games because there's absolutely no point. Anybody can beat anybody in this league, and I think that has been shown season after season after season that I mean, even last season, I mean, with teams that were running away with it, and everybody was sitting there going, oh yeah, Falkirk are going to absolutely just walk this season, and yet for 20 minutes in the last game of the season, St Johnstone were going up as champions and Falkirk were in the playoffs. So it's never over until it's absolutely 100% the final whistle on the final day of the final minute of the final month of the final of the season.
Yeah.
And even then, I would expect somebody to put in a complaint about something.
About Ben Dempsey and match mascot Jacob McMillan lead the teams out here at Somerset Park. As Airdrie, Orients versus Ayr United. Airdrie, the travelling team, of course, led by former Ayr United man Sean McGinty. Just having a look here, the record books go back. You have to go back to 2017 for Airdrie's last victory over United, a 2-0 victory at the Excelsior Stadium. Goals coming from Cameron Russell and David Brownlee. And you've got to go back to the season previous to that, 2016, where Ayr United lost the last time against Airdrie at home, a 3-0 victory. Alan Lithgow, Dylan Macker and Sean Crichton on the score sheet that day for the Diamonds. quite a strong contingent of former Ayr players in this.
Yeah.
Airdrieonians 11, Sean McGinty, Cole McKinnon of course was here last season, former goalkeeper David Hutton is on the bench, and so is Jamie Barjonas, who was here with us for a short spell during the COVID season. I believe, so I don't think he actually played a game in front of the supporters in the stadium, but nevertheless he did play for United at some point in time. It was just see to our right there a return of the Somerset Ragazzi. It's been sorely missed all season, I think, and I think it's probably been a telling sign of the form that the boys haven't been there, but good to see them back today, hoping to make plenty of noise. You can see the drums going already, as I think there's Charlie Telfer who will be ready to see kick off for Airdrie. And he does. Telfer gets underway here at Somerset Park. High ball forward, drops. His feet of Strap. Just tries to edge that forward, but goes out for a throw into United. That's Leon King making his Ayr United debut from the start today, coming in for Dylan Watsett. Liam Dick also coming out. Marco Roos replaces him. Interesting to see how United line up today, Marco. We think it could be a 4 at the back.
Yeah, I think it'll, from the players on the pitch, I feel like it's got to be a 4 at the back. There's not many other ways, there's not many players you can put into the 5 defence that are on the pitch. You'd need to take someone off the bench, and even then you've only really got Liam Dick there to put on to get a 5 at the back.
That's a very good point. Liam Dick, the only recognised defender on the bench today. Very strong bench again, and Anton Dowes, George Oakley, Stuart Bannigan. No Jake Hayes taking off a lot off the bench.
Yeah, it's good to see a lot of the injuries coming back onto playing now.
Holt. It's eventually cleared by McAllister, but it'll drop to the feet of Armstrong. Wrestled well by Mackenzie. Still with Airdrie though, as Strap brings it forward. Stravic. There's Sean McGinty on his return to Somerset Park. Of course, signed for Airdrie from Hamilton Accies in the summer. McAllister filled. Cole McKinnon there. Another man on his return. I mean, he spent time on loan at Ayr United last season in his final year of his contract at Rangers. Released over the summer and picked up by Danny Lennon in Airdrie a few weeks ago. Of course, scored that goal against Park at Thistle on the Telly a few weeks ago also.
Yeah, I think
we know he's got quality.
Yeah, in his time at Ayr United, he was, I'd say, he wasn't rated highly, but he was always there when you needed him to show up.
Into it goes. Kenzie chests that one down. Was it long line for Marco Roos? Good chance for a break here for United. Roos faced up by Strap, picks out Kyle Ewer. White to Ethan Walker, chance at goal! And it's a goal for Ayr United on their first attack! The perfect counter-attack is completed. Kyle Ewer receives the ball from Roos, White to Walker, and Walker one-on-one with the goalkeeper. You backed him to score from there, and it was an excellent finish. 1-0 United, 3 minutes in.
And that is what is a perfect start for Ayr United. First attack, and it goes into the back of the net. Ayr United 1, Airdrieonians 0. But there's still 87 minutes to go.
Minutes plus stoppage time to go.
Ethan Walker!
Good bit of first involvement as well from Roos, driving forward with that ball, picking Ewer out with a pass. Brim will be delighted with that impact from his change. Murphy. Finds Walker. Into the area it goes towards Dempsey. Adjudged to have been out of play before the ball was put in. Goal kick.
There's been a goal update in the Dunfermline game. Dunfermline 0, Partick 1.
It's an equally fast start for Partick Thistle, who of course lost 4-0 to Celtic last weekend in the Premier Sports Cup. But I've got to say, a very good start to the league season from them. They look very strong at the moment. So one for Ethan Walker there, who stays down. Ball go out of play, and interested to see whether he can back up to his feet. He does. Switch of play to Roos against Armstrong. He's got Murphy advancing, he picks him out, goes for a goal, cleared by Wilson. Here's Ewer towards the back post, retrieved by McAllister. McKenzie back to McAllister. Good play from the 22. Picks out Walker. It's a smart stop from Matthew Connolly.
Yeah, I'm not sure he knew that much about that.
Here's Roos. Past Armstrong. Into the area it goes. McKenzie's header! And it's into the corner of the net. Mark McKenzie makes it his 2 goals in 2 games. Once again, Roos at the heart of it. A great ball in. McKenzie on the diving header. Flicks it right into the corner. What a start for Ayr United.
Ayr United are just seeming to pick Airdrie apart.
Absolutely, it's the best possible start that Scott Brown could have wished for. It's 2-0 United. And Mark McKenzie makes it 2 goals in 2 games after that winning goal up at East End Park midweek. I think it's fair to say that that one was a lot more difficult than the one that he scored up at the Fairmont on Tuesday night.
Indeed, yes. It'll be interesting to see now how Airdrie cope with this, because they will be well and truly rattled. 2 goals within the space of 3 minutes. And, you know, to be honest, every time Ayr go up, they look as if they're going to score right now.
Strap. McKinnon. Just looking for an option, he finds Strap again. That's offside against Liam Stravic, sorry. McKenzie only to the feet of Strap. Goes forward and it's straight back to David Mitchell. Bit of a waste there from Airdrie, who appeared to have time on the ball there.
Yep.
Kenzie. Roos. There's McMahon. Intercepted by McGrattan. Armstrong. Moves him back to the goalkeeper. Foul given against Kyle Holt. Airdrie get proceedings underway straight again. King.
Ben Dempsey appearing to rock the Jamie Murphy haircut.
Yeah, actually, it's like a comparison. Henderson. McGrattan, solid challenge from Roos. Man. Kenzie. Given away from Mark McKenzie though. And now Stravic up against King. Skips past 2. Looks for McKinnon. It's Helfer's effort deflected. And it's held eventually by David Mitchell. Mitchell's kick out looking for Ethan Walker, but just too much on that one. I think you can understand the idea.
Yeah, I think trying to get Airdrie Wells to still rattled from the 2 goals within the first 10 minutes.
Armstrong. Ball breaks nicely for McKinnon in the midfield. Here's Armstrong again. Telfer. McGrattan's effort blocked by Holt. Murphy does well to step in there. Holt under pressure from Henderson. Slaps that Cuvins out for a Airdrie throw. Masters ball. Henderson. Breaks for Armstrong, which prevents the ball from being returned to McMaster. Scott Brown almost struck with the ball there by the Stewart, who kindly threw it back.
Yes. That would not have gone down well.
Partick Thistle have doubled their lead in the Dunfermline Partick game. Dunfermline 0, Partick 2.
Strong start from the Jags in 5.
You always kind of know that Thistle are going to be there or thereabouts season after season.
From Mitchell. Lovely flick on from Kenzie, finds wrist back to Walker. Can he beat Strap? No, he doesn't. Vital intervention. Once again, Ayr carving Airdrie open without really having to do too much. They're really too easy from Airdrie's point of view.
Yeah, I think Airdrie were slightly lucky that their player couldn't quite control the ball and managed to get it back to the keeper. But you're right, you know, you're getting torn apart at the back.
Appears to be a delayed kick-off in the Queen's Park St Johnstone game. I don't know if anyone can check up on that. I know Marco just looked at me as if to say, why is that not started yet?
Yeah, I'm noticing that as well. It still says it's a 3 o'clock kick-off. Yeah, it's Greenock Morton 0, Ross County 0 and Raith Rovers 0 are both 0 in the other games that have kicked off. Queen's Park and St Johnstone were still waiting on a result coming in.
Henderson. Let's take it past Holt. Comfortably played by United. Foul by McKinnon. Yeah. Lovely pick out for Roos. He's got Murphy outside of him. Walker. Goes for goal! Oh, posts a smart save from Connolly. Here on replay, Walker receives the ball in the half turn, finds himself a bit of space and fires towards goal, but Connolly was equal to it at that time. Taken quickly again by United. Here's Roos into the area. It goes. Mackenzie's header off the bar.
Yeah, that should have been 3-0.
Really unlucky there, Mark Mackenzie. Inches away from nabbing himself a brace within 15 minutes. Intercepted by Leon King there nicely. Now Walker. A little bit too much of that to Strap. Kenzo. Roos again been heavily involved in the first half so far. With the ball at the back here. King looking for Murphy. Much in the back there from Jamie Murphy, but
yeah, Queen's Park, St Johnstone is now showing 0-0 with 15 minutes on the clock, so
must have been a mistake.
the BBC just not updating.
McKinnon. Strap. Back to McKinnon. Turns it for Strap. Eura. Taking that one forward, but it's out for a throw in. Grattan's ball forward will be chased down by Henderson. He gets there. Pass Holt. Into the area it goes, cleared by Dempsey. Still not fully away there. Airdrie throw in.
Airdrie starting to get back into the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking a lot better in possession this last couple of minutes, having some pretty long spells. McGrath's headed out by Leon King. It's an Airdrie corner. Strap's ball in. Punch clear by Mitchell. Here's Strap again. Out for another Airdrie's corner. First man this time. Grattan. There will be an United throw this time around.
Update in the Morton Ross County game. Morton 0, Ross County 1.
The Ross County charge begins.
It's a Ronan Hale penalty over there. Henderson's got a bit of blood on his arm there, yeah. Tripped his way down onto his shorts as well. I'm sure he'll probably be made to change that. Also on Kevin Holt's shirt as well, as you can see there. And Scott McMahon. So both McMahon and Holt forced to change jersey. Just a cut on the arm of Ewan Henderson. It's a perfect start for United. 2-0 up within 20 minutes. Scott Brennan will be delighted with how his team have played so far.
They seem to be, when they're scoring, taking things right off.
It's a short delay in play here as Henderson gets patched up. Forced to change his shorts there. Play now been allowed to resume. Stravic. Almost intercepted there by United, but still with the away side. Armstrong. Forward for Henderson, nodded down, but intercepted well by Ayr. There's lovely ball forward for Mark McKenzie's in behind here. Goes for goal and finds it! Mark McKenzie gets his second of the game. It's Ayr United 3, Airdrie 0 inside 22 minutes. It's a second goal for Mark McKenzie. A third in 2 games. He's on fire right now. And it's Ayr United 3, Airdrie 0.
I don't think this is the first 22 minutes that anyone was expecting out of this game.
No, absolutely not. I think as good as Ayr United could have expected, and Scott Brennan will be keen to make sure that United keep their foot on the gas.
Marco Rush.
It's a second assist of the game for Marco Roos, and both of them have come from Mark McKenzie.
Marco was showing why he wants to be started every match.
Yeah, it comes in today for Liam Dick. Obviously Dylan Walker suspended. Liam Dick just drops out to the bench. It looks like Airdrie are going to make an early sub here. Craig Ross is getting ready in the away dugout. Danny Lennon, penny for his thoughts right now. Apologies about the screen for the moment. A lot of water getting in on our cameras. We'll just have to try and describe the action to you. As Wilson on the zone half goes wide to McGinty on the left. On ball forward, looking for the run in behind of McStravick. Kevin Holt manages to intercept, flicked on by Nick McAllister. And out for an Airdrie throw on the far side. It's back in play and it's hoofed long, and it's an Airdrie throw within their own half. He goes back to Connolly, does McGinty. Connolly striding forward, looking to find an option. He's forced forward, looks down the left. Drops him at Stravic up against King. Foul given. Just grabbing a little bit too much of the jersey was Leon King there. That's an early sub for Airdrie. Liam McStravick will be the one to make way And Craig Ross wearing number 16 will come on. An attempt to try and change the game for the hosts, the away side, sorry. 3-0 down within 24 minutes.
Substitution for Airdrie would be full number 10, Liam McStavick, for the replacement number 16, Craig Ross.
Telford to put this one into the box. Flicked on by Henderson. That's cut over held by David Mitchell. Mitchell gets proceedings underway straight away as he finds McAllister. MC. Ping. You're back to King again. Here's Walker. McMahon. Murphy. Back to McMahon. Goes forward looking for McAllister. Drops her down to Dempsey. Dempsey again. McKenzie. On a hat trick now. United's number 22. Murphy flicked on to Bush. Good interception by the substitute Craig Ross. Picks out Telfer. Cowan. You're strapped into the area it goes. Ball by McAllister out for an Airdrie corner.
The important thing now though is obviously that Ayr do not take their foot off the gas.
Absolutely, that's what I was just saying when you were away down there, that I have to keep going.
Yep.
Conceding a goal and it's totally changed the dynamics. Telfer's ball in. Flicked away by Leon King, vital intervention. Here. Murphy. Intercepted by McCown. Master. Cut out by McAllister out for another throw in. Taken quickly. Master being harried back to his own goal by Mark McKenzie. Dempsey to McAllister. Flicks it back for Holt and he just manages to nip in there, but now it's Rhys Armstrong. Falls for McGrattan and it's 3-1. Airdrie have got a goal back. 27 minutes on the clock. United masters their own downfall there. Good play by Armstrong and a lovely first time finish from Lewis McGrattan, but that all comes from a poor pass from Nick McAllister on the far side.
Yes. And it kind of just reiterates what I was saying about Ayr not taking their foot off the pedal, keeping concentration going. You know, it can very quickly turn around. So that'll give Airdrie a little bit of hope. I'm just trying to think which Italian team their strip reminds me of. Is it Juve?
Inter Milan?
Inter Milan, that's it, yes. So it's Ayr United against Inter Milan here at Somerset Park.
The glamour tie.
The glamour tie.
In front of, God, there's not a very big crowd for Inter Milan. Must be going through financial problems or something.
Wet and miserable Saturday afternoon.
Strap. Cut out by McAllister. Holt. So the ball forward. United just lost the grip of this game in the last couple of minutes or so. Obviously Airdrie getting that goal back. Getting a little bit of confidence back into them. Ewer. Walker. Space to turn here. Kenzie. Back to Walker. Almost picks out McAllister on the far side. Great interception there. And Telfa's ball forward is a poor one. Roos. Airdrie throw. Forward. Roos is headed out for another one. Just twice in the space of a few seconds there that Roos lost his footing in the turf. Slippery out there. Air throw.
Not sure that Charlie Telfer agrees. But
No. To be honest, I initially thought it was going to be given as an Airdrie ball, to be fair.
Yeah.
It did look that way from here. Kenzie being manhandled by Wilson, nothing given. And King nods back to David Mitchell.
I think Mr. Dickinson just did have a wee quick word there. Just,
Poor ball by King, gifted possession straight back to the away side. There's Wilson for Ross. It's out for an Airdrie throw. Was offside flag given?
well, must have been, but
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't pick up on that one.
I'm not quite sure who was offside. Well, I mean, obviously an Airdrie Union player. But
Didn't see it at all.
see, I know the rules.
You
and
know
that.
football.
I know football.
Ball knowledge.
Football knows me.
31 minutes on the clock. Ayr United 3, Airdrie Unions 1. 4 goals inside the first half an hour. Foul given against Mark McKenzie. It's a loose touch from Sean McGinty there, fans enjoyed that one. Very late there. A little bit lucky as the ball finds its way to McAllister. Return ball from McKenzie. Into the area it goes. Walker. And McMahon straight towards goal, he does, and it's over the top, but a decent effort nonetheless. Tough one to time on that volley.
It was probably his best option out of the situation. He didn't have someone to play off to on the left.
Good battling from Kelly. Loses out though to Telfer. Good down by McAllister. Free kick given. Is that going to be a... I thought he was about to get a yellow card out there for Mick McAllister. Silver's ball towards the back post. Mitchell's come, but doesn't claim it. Ball still under the arm of Strap there, but slightly fortunate there for
Yes.
David Mitchell. I think there was a few nervous breaths taken around the ground there as that happened.
He's getting just a little bit too intimate for my liking.
Walker. Wide for Dempsey. Looking for the return to Walker, but the slip takes it away from him. Got to say, Airdrie looking the sharper side these last couple of minutes as I say that. He's giving it away. Murphy, chance for United. Goes for a goal. Doesn't quite break for an air body. And Airdrie managed to clear, but until that moment, Airdrie do look as if they're deciding the ascendancy at the moment.
I just noticed that two of our players have no numbers on their shirts.
Yeah, that was when you were down helping out with the cameras trackside. Scott McMahon and Kevin Holt both had blood on their shirts from a cut on Ewan Henderson's arm. Bruce finds Walker. Back to McKenzie. Flag stays down. Back to Murphy. There's Ben Dempsey. Can he unleash a shot? No, wide to McAllister. Ewer. McMahon. Bruce. Cut out by Cole McKinnon. Sends the ball higher looking for McGrattan. Good header by King, and Ewer does well to just calm the play. McMahon. Holt. Yeah. Walker. Deflected off David Dickinson into the path of McKenzie. The referee hadn't got in the way there. Mark McKenzie was in for a hat-trick.
Indeed. That was an absolute shoe-in for the fourth goal.
Dempsey. King. Into Ewer. Bruce. Towards the back post. Flicked away by McGinty. Only as far as Dempsey. Still with the skipper. McAllister's ball in. Flicked over Murphy! And it's a fourth for United! Had to ride the rocky spell there after losing McGrattan's through the goal back, but Jamie Murphy, great run to the front post, great pick out from McAllister, and the experienced man manages to glance that one home. And it's Ayr United 4, Airdrie 1 on 38 minutes. The scorer, Jamie Murphy.
Jamie Murphy!
Jamie Murphy returned to the starting lineup last weekend against Dunfermline, and he marks his return to the lineup at Somerset Park with a goal. It's United 4, Airdrie 1.
Ayr fans and Ayr players will be hoping this kind of battles Airdrie once again and stops them from continuing to progress as they've done since they got that goal in.
Ross. King forced to clear there. Yeah. Looked for the early ball, but no United player was in position for that pass. Telfer. Back to Wilson. McKinnon. McAllister, but as far as McMaster, dispossessed by Walker. The ball, lovely pick out for Jamie Murphy.
It's onside.
Up against Ross, can he beat his man? Goes down the lane, it's a good foot in. And the Airdrie defender.
I actually half expected Jamie Murphy to go sprawling there, but
Master ball in behind, and David Mitchell is out to claim that one. Well dealt with. Here's number 1.
Goal update in the Queen's Park game. Queen's Park 0, St Johnstone 1.
Yeah, league leaders are off to a flyer and they're continuing that momentum thus far today. In fact, it was Airdrie that gave St Johnstone a very tough game midweek. 2-1 win for the Perth Saints. Murphy to King. Interesting tactic there.
yes. You're shooting towards the railway end, Murph.
Murphy misses out. McKenzie. Walker.
Oh, nice.
Return, but
Nice idea, just didn't quite work.
quite on. Telfer does very well to pick out Wilson there. Armstrong's ball in, held by King. Walker. You're wide to McAllister. Space to drive for Ayers, number 2. Solid challenge from Lewis Strap. King. Dempsey. Murphy to McAllister. Acres of space on that right hand side. Dempsey. Yeah. To King. Getting home. Apologies. King in space. There's Murphy. Returns it to King. Wide to Dempsey. Loose pass, but Dempsey did well. Yeah. It's a poor ball wide.
Daniel Lennon exhorting his players to get up the park.
Strap. Airdrie lacking forward runners at the moment. McKinnon looks for the switch, well cut out by Roos. The ball should have probably eventually found its way to Reece Armstrong, but Craig Ross fired that one straight out of play.
Yeah.
By Telfer out for a near throw. Approaching well, we're into the final minute of the half. Minor stoppage time, of course. I'd imagine there'd be a couple of minutes given the stoppage to patch Ewan Henderson's gash up. Paul McKinnon's in here for Airdrie if he can bring it down and couldn't quite manage it.
Another goal update in the Queen's Park game. Queen's Park 1, St Johnstone 1.
Kenji's header. It's flicked on, it's headed at a throw, at a place only for a throw by Sean McGinty. Murphy. Cleared by McGinty, only as far as Nick McAllister. And back to Kevin Holt. King. Mackenzie, Murphy, wide to Marco Roos. Lovely play from United. There it goes. That dangerous ball was headed clear. I believe it was Craig Ross that time. Into stoppage time here at the end of the first half here. 4. Airdrieonians 1. United no rush to take this corner. Walker. Into the area it goes. And that was headed out for a corner, but there won't be time for that. David Dickinson sends the teams down the tunnel. And it's probably as good at a first half as Scott Brown and Ayr United could have hoped for, minus the goal by Lewis McGrattan to reduce the deficit. United lead 4-1 at the break, and over the interval we'll be taking a short break, and we'll see you back here for the beginning of the second half very shortly.
Let's get right behind our team in the second half as we shoot towards the famous Somerset Road end. Come on, you honest men!
Welcome back to Somerset Park, where the teams are ready to go for the second half here. Ayr United against Airdrie United, 4-1 up at the moment.
And there's two balls on the pitch.
At the moment. Murphy. Of course, got that fourth goal. Here's Roos again. Deflected, cleared by McKinnon. Man, Kenzie. United there under pressure at the back. Kenzie again. For a return from Murphy, but just too much on that pass. Northstand appreciating the idea. Armstrong goes down, gets the free kick. By King, well controlled from Roos. Walker. McKenzie. So is that on forward? Straight out of play for a throw in, not. McGinty penalised for 2 hands on the back of McKenzie.
Yeah, an easy one for the referee to give there.
There's no need to do that either. I don't think McGinty was always favourite to win the header too.
Yeah, just one of those ones that's, I guess what it does is it gives Airdrie a chance to regroup.
Walker. To hold. Roos looking for the run of McKenzie. Slip from Armstrong, gets the ball back to Roos. King. Callister attempting the flight forward, but it wasn't his best attempt. Conway sends long, easy header for Kevin Holt. Shoot back at a play from Strap.
Update in the Raith Rovers game. Raith Rovers 1, Arbroath 0.
Ball out of play on the far side. Your throw off McGrattan. Compared to the first half, it's been a flat start to the second half, although you don't think you can get much better than the first. McAllister all the way back to Connolly in goal. Curran. King missed that one, we're all the way back to Mitchell in goal.
I can tell you in the Dunfermline game they are playing with 10 men. Jace Azeris has been sent off in 44 minutes.
Second game in a row when Dunfermline for a man sent off, and Neil Lennon wasn't happy last week on Tuesday night after that game, so interested to see what he'll be like after this one, after he's lost another man to suspension.
And of course we're missing Dylan Watchett for this game, having got himself sent off on Tuesday night.
Walker does well to bring that one down. Dempsey. King under pressure does well. Dempsey back to Walker. To Ura. Rounds up balls from Scott Brown there. There's Ura again. From McAllister. Doesn't quite catch that one though. Airdrie, of course, still in search of their first one in the season. So play for a goal kick.
Substitution for Ayr. Oh, Anton Dowd is coming on.
Yeah, Anton Dowd's coming on. He's going to get a solid just under 40 minutes or so. Leon King is the man to be replaced on his debut for Ayr United. Straight in from the start. This will be the longest period of time that Anton Dowd has spent on a football pitch since returning from that ACL injury.
And a substitution for Airdrie. Ewan Henderson is going off, and I think it was number 12. Tate Xavier Jones coming on. And Reece Armstrong is coming off, and Cameron Cooper is coming on. A triple substitution. Dean McMaster is coming off, and Jamie Barjonas coming on.
Some Ayr United fans may recognise Jamie Barjonas.
Yep.
3 ex-Ayr United players on the pitch for the away side.
Yep, Danny Lennon just ringing the changes on the 53-minute mark.
If you're Danny Lennon at this point in time, are you making these changes just to get
you get
players game time?
Yeah, you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain, you know.
Dempsey to Kevin Holt. Dowd's up against Wilson. Just a little back heel, but Walker just wasn't quite there for it. Interesting to point out, Mark McKenzie now filling in at right back, showing his versatility. He's played about every position bar goalkeeper for United at this point.
Give it time.
No, you never know. Murphy, lovely switch of play.
Just short.
McMahon. Has it been the first start to the second half that it wasn't the first?
Yes, I don't think we can begrudge them that.
No.
But Ayr still looking definitely the better of the two teams.
Dowds. Quinty forced to play that one out. Throw in. Good pressure from Walker. We hear that so often, Ethan Walker, don't we? But Scott Brown talks about the importance of him in terms of setting that press that he likes.
Yes, yes indeed. Yes, it's as much what we do off the ball as we're doing on the ball, and I think that's been shown in this game particularly. As Ayr go all the way back to the keeper.
David Mitchell is trying to chip past, gets it all wrong. Kyle Ewer makes a vital intervention to prevent Airdrie from creating a very big chance. Not quite sure what the goalkeeper was doing.
That's a few times his heart and mouth moments.
Right underneath it. And
yeah.
Danny Lennon was fuming. I think it was Xavier Jones who couldn't quite bring it under control there. All clears, only as far as Ross. McKinnon. McGrathan. Down McAllister. McKinnon breaks for him nicely. Foul on the edge of the area.
Not a yellow card.
Yellow card for Nick McAllister. Good opportunity this for Airdrie. It's in the D just outside the 18-yard box.
Yeah. It's maybe too close for a direct shot though.
Potentially.
Yeah, I think he'd maybe struggle to get that up and down.
Never know with Charlie Telfer. He
This is true.
does pride himself on his set pieces. Will be Telfer to strike. Goes for goal, it's in!
And it's in. That'll
Charlie
teach me.
Telfer reduces the deficit once more.
And here's me saying he'll not get it up and down in time. And he does exactly that. That's commentator's
finish.
curse if ever you heard it.
Absolutely. Brilliant finish from Charlie Telfer. And Ayer's lead has been reduced to 2. 58 on the clock, Ayr United 4, Airdrie Orients 2. Again, slightly rash challenge from McAllister on the edge of the box, punished in the most brutal of ways.
Yeah, I think Scott Brown will be unhappy about that little passage of play. It wasn't really justified or merited by McAllister to bring the Airdrie player down, and as you say, it was absolutely punished in the harshest possible way. So still 30 minutes to go in this game, and it's Ayr United 4, Airdrie Unions 2.
Still plenty of time.
absolutely. For both teams.
Walker. Intercepted by Ross at that point in time. Flicked forward by Xavier Jones. Mitchell's there to sweep up. Dempsey. McKenzie.
Kind of got away with that one a little bit.
His head up. Drops to the feet of Airdrie. Again, here's Berjonas. Looks like Ayr just letting Airdrie get an eye in.
Yeah, Airdrie are playing with a bit more authority again. Knocking the ball around quite nicely. Ayr just need to
Murphy.
concentrate again.
Dowds. It's past McGinty. That'll be a yellow card for the former United man.
I thought for a horrible second there that Dowds was clutching his knee.
I think you're imagining things Ian, at this point in time. But at the same time, anytime that he does go down, you're always that
Yeah.
little bit scared in case it is a reoccurrence.
I mean, he's made really good progress over the year, and obviously Scott Brown wouldn't play him if he didn't think he was up to it. But
Callister's ball to the area. Roos falls for Kyle Ewer. Blocked. Still Ewer again. Murphy taking off the toes of Anton Dowds here, I think. I was just saying to someone at half time there that Anton Downs will have been itching to get on it. Watching that first half from the sidelines.
yes,
Especially with his record against Airdrie.
that's my job to score for. As it looks as if the rain has come back on again.
Further against Mark McKenzie. Subtly jogs back to position. I think everybody knew that was going to come. Cooper. Nice flick from McKinnon. To retrieve by Telfer. It's all reverse pass. Berjonas. Cooper. No flag, cut back. Both interventions by Dowds this time in the defensive area. Charlie Telfer to take this one fresh after scoring that free kick earlier on. And swinging delivery. Through to the back post and set for a goal kick to United.
Yeah, there's a few rumblings coming in from behind us now.
You can almost feel the nervousness. The atmosphere was buoyant in that first period of play, and we've conceded and we've only got that 2-goal lead. I think there's a nervousness beginning to creep in around the ground, and as you say, a little bit of frustration at how they've almost lost the grip of this game.
Yeah, they've sort of taken their foot off the pedal a little bit, which and allied with Airdrie playing, as I say, with a bit more authority, it's kind of swung Airdrie's way at the minute. Yes, football is very much a game about momentum as anything else, and certainly momentum is with Airdrie.
Absolutely for the moment.
Oh, poor one from David Mitchell.
Kick out, yep. It's McMahon under a bit of pressure. Murphy, can he keep it in? He does. Called back though. And the far side assistant. Wonder if United will turn to their South bench again. It looks like Liam Dick will be the man to come on. Kenzie to Holt. So McMahon. Forward for McAllister. Here's Roos. Into the box it goes. It's a back post, no one's there. Not squared properly though. Dempsey. Nutmeg on trap. Can he pick out the foot pass? Bruce's header. And it's tipped onto the bar. And a play for a corner. So if we can see this again here. Looping header. It's tipped onto the bar by Connolly. We've got a score update elsewhere.
Regelvers 2 op Wolf 0.
Walker's ball into the area. Over the top of anyone in an Ayr United jersey. Yeah. For Roos, ball still in play. And Roos does well to buy the free kick there.
Double substitution for Ayr United.
Yeah, Stuart Bannigan, nice to see him stripped and ready to come on.
Stuart Bannigan and Liam Dick are coming on.
Stuart Bannigan will give you a little bit of control in the middle of the park,
Yes.
won't he? Interesting to see who comes to make way. It's going to be Nick McAllister. Coming off on the booking. And of course, it's his challenge that led to that second goal, and perhaps not his best afternoon, but forever puts in a shift. And you've got to say, when faced with the adversity of giving away that first goal and obviously the free kick, he's mentally strong in the sense that he's able to come back and put in 100% as always.
Yeah. Ben Dempsey handing the captain's armband over to Jamie Murphy.
Dempsey off and Bannigan coming on. Two left footers in the central of Ayer's midfield. Bannigan and Kyle Ure. Header. Roos. Pass strap. Still with Roos. Great ball into the area. Morris Dowds. It's out for a corner kick. You can sense the fans willing that ball to fall for Dowds in the box.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of confusion from the players about whether it was a corner or not, but the referee managed to be able to spot.
Roos in acres of space on the edge. Chip ball. It's clutched by Connolly. Releases it quickly, looking for a counter, and Kyle Ure does well to cut that one out. .70 on the clock now. Ayr United 4, Airdrie 2. Or so minutes to go here at Somerset Park. Telfer, McGrattan. Cooper goes down, calls for a penalty. It's been given. David Dickinson not interested. There we go. Well done, Ian. Ginty's ball was a dangerous one. Holt does well to recover. Flags up anyway to save United. Walker. Looking for Roos, and McGinty cuts that one out. Joe sends towards Walker. Oh, still in the bounce around the centre of the park, brought down by Burjonas. Strap. McGinty. Burjonas again. Danger Wilson. Way to Ross. McGinty. By Roos there. Yeah. Bit of a hush around the ground at the moment.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Ayr are reasonably comfortable, but you feel that they could do with just one more goal, just to, you know, with 18 minutes on the clock, just to put it to bed a wee bit more, just to settle the nerves.
I feel like you need to inject a little bit of pace into the game as well. Just
yes, it's kind of slowed, and I think that's suiting Airdrie more than it suits Ayr United.
Foul given on Kevin Holt there. Took a throw one to the side of his back there, but appears to be okay to continue. Kenzie's ball is well cut out by McKinnon, but will still find Murphy. Was the back post. Oh no. Marco Roos seemed to jar his knee in the ground there, and that does not look a good one at all for the United number 23. You wait to see how he is. I don't know, it might just be cramp. It looks like it might.
Sort of getting it stretched out.
Yeah. To maybe forced into another change, yeah. Dom Thomas, George Oakley and Jake Hasty all out to warm up at the moment.
Who would you bring on?
Dom Thomas hasn't had much of an opportunity recently.
Yeah, physios.
But it's actually going to be Jake Hasty, it looks like, to come on. For these last 15 minutes or so here. Roger Oakley also been called back, I think. So my initial shout could be wrong. In case he was running back towards the dugout though, so that would imply that he might be coming on. I don't know. I'm just trying to create a reason for what I was saying there and I'm struggling.
A bit of tension in the air. Markarus is back up on his feet, although he is hurtling quite a bit.
Jake Hasty is in fact ready to come on, so been proved right on that one. Walker to Bannigan out for another throw to United. Of course, playing this part of the game at the moment with 10 men. Bannigan. Just to flick it forward for Dowds, but no one there. Marco Roos comes hobbling back on.
Yes, it does not look.
There'll be a double change for United, so
Yep. Jake Hasty
Hasty
and George Oakley.
there you go. I'll let you have your moment.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Double change for United, as we say. That means
The stadium announcer will do it as well, no doubt.
Jamie Murphy, the first three withdrawn. Interesting to see who gets the captain's armband now.
Uniform number 15, Jamie Murphy. Replaced with number 9, George Oakley. And also leaving for number 23, possibly Green Pittsburgh and player patient. Appreciation from Marco Roos.
Marco Roos, fantastic performance today.
And Marco Roos,
Two assists and Jamie Murphy. Marco Roos returned to the Somerset Park with a goal as well.
It seems like Anton Tides has been given the captain's armband.
Yeah, he has indeed. Marco Roos taking the applause of the Somerset Road end on the way past as he makes his way back to the dugout. Walker. And pick out a forward runner. Finds Hasty. Teasing ball in and Wilson had to intervene. Corner kick.
Update in the Greenock Morton game. Greenock Morton 1, Ross game 2-1.
Interesting.
Ross County's search for a win continues at the moment. Walker's ball towards the back post. Dick keeps it in, does he? Off the post. Ball going out of play. Holt's header. Dowds looking for Oakley, but two strikers didn't quite combine to their
Yeah, he was just
great
six
effects that
inches
they did
behind.
last season. I'm sure they'll get back to that though.
Yeah, aye. And I don't know if it's coming over, but you can hear the rain absolutely hammering down.
Bannigan's header. Dowds to Walker. Mackenzie was in, but a vital intervention from Strap, and now Airdrie can counter. So really poor ball forward though. Cooper. Oakley. Good play from the striker, wins a free kick. Looks like United reverting to that 3/5 at the back that they have been used to using for the last couple of weeks. McMahon, Holt and Dick in the centre with Hasty and McKenzie as the two wing backs. Flanagan. Nudging the back on Hasty, nothing given. Throw into Airdrie. Good challenge from Flanagan. Walker. Makes out Dowds. Flanagan. Just cut out by McKinnon. Flanagan. They ball through for Hasty. Into the area. Anton Dowds puts his head on it and just slightly behind the striker. Cooper will give chase to this one. David Mitchell does well to shield that one out for a goal kick. Thought that was a moment there, Ian.
Yeah, that would have kind of sealed the afternoon, I think. With just about 9 minutes of standard time left. It feels as if it's like half an hour ago that I said this. We're on 70 minutes.
Dowds. Walkley to Walker. McKenzie outside him. On a hat trick, remember, Mark McKenzie cuts it back. It's eventually scrambled clear by McGinty. Better from United again. A bit more threatening in that final third. Slice kick out by Mitchell.
Yeah, he hasn't had his kicking boots on today.
McGrathan. Foul given. Easy one there for David Dickinson. Touch wood, but we haven't actually spoken too much about David Dickinson today, which
No.
usually for a referee's, or from a referee's point of view, is a good sign. Headed down, cross from McKinnon. Eventually cleared by United. Liam Dick, I think, was the man to get the final clearance on it. Next header. Kept in by Ayr. Flanagan. McKenzie. Just gets past McKinnon. And following him all the way and as well eventually. Fantastic shift again once again, sorry, from Mark McKenzie, Marco.
Yeah, he's been outstanding this match. You'd have to say he's probably been the best player throughout the entire match so far.
Oh. Ball across the face of goal, and claiming for a touch off the keeper, but it's been given. Total crowd of 1,923 here in attendance today. 1,722 home fans and 201 travelling down from Lanarkshire. Not bad for a Airdrie Saturday afternoon. Walker. Dispossessed quite comfortably there by McKinnon. Ross. For Jonas. McGinty. For the return pass. No strap. Airdrie will make another substitution. Lewis McGrattan comes off.
Devine comes on.
Devine
Substitution for Airdrie.
coming on for
Number
Airdrie.
17, Lewis McGrattan, to be replaced by number 39, Devine Isavani.
Yeah, about 4.5 minutes left of standard time. Be a few minutes for stoppage time as per. Time just starting to fade out away for Airdrie to come back to this, but
Never say never if they get
Never
a goal
say
in the next
never.
couple of minutes. It
no, I know.
sets us up for a very interesting into the game. Dowds does very well to take the ball away from Telfer. Hasty finds Walker. Return ball to Hasty, but quite expecting it. McKenzie. Hasty. Walker. McKenzie again. Bannigan. Ewer. Walker. Nice turn. Goes for goal. Deflected. Breaking clear candidate. No. Given away. Walker goes for goal again. Off the top of the crossbar. See it again here. Just breaks. Walker takes it first time and very nearly tipped under the woodwork there.
With 1,722 home and 201 away fans. Thank you very much for your support.
That's about the third or fourth time I think that we've hit the bar today.
Yeah, it has, and you've got to say Matthew Connolly has conceded 4 goals, but he's made some really good saves as well.
Yes.
Bannigan. Gier. Dick. Oh. Ross. Wilson clears. Nice far as Dick to Walker. That's been out by Jonas. So Walker keeps the pressure on, does very well. Holt does well there, but that's a really sore landing for the big central defender. Appears to be okay.
Heineken Zero Man in the Match, sponsored by Graham Plumbing, is Ayr United number 22, Mark McKenzie.
Mark McKenzie, your season man in the match award.
And
I think
our second cameraman appears to be watching the game from inside a shower.
Hannigan kept him by Hasty just about there. Dowds goes down under the challenge, free kick. Leaders challenge there from Airdrie's captain Aidan Wilson. Good striker play from Dowds up. Buys the foul.
I suspect there'll be no great rush to take this one.
Can they get a another goal to add to their tally this afternoon? Ethan Walker will be the man to take it. Most fans hanging around to the end of the game for this one.
Yes, fair play to the United fans. I don't think
Gets
anybody's
his header!
left.
So close to the hat trick. yet though for Airdrie. Straps flicked header goes out of play for an air throw in. See it again here, yep. Good save again from Connolly.
Yeah, Connolly has definitely kept Airdrie in this game. Could have been.
Certainly kept the scoreline down, that's for sure.
Yes.
Walker turns it for Dowds. Goes for goal, and I think he knows the option there was to have the cutback. Yeah.
Rush of blood to the brain there.
Yeah.
He saw his name up in lights.
90 minutes have been and gone here at Somerset Park. It's Ayr United 4, Airdrie 2.
There's been an update in the Raith Rovers game. The Raith Rovers 3 are both now.
Bargy there between Telfer and Ure. I think Telfer was too happy with Bannigan's challenge on him. Ure. Mackenzie. Good drop from there. Telfer. Hasty. Finds Walker. Can United create one final chance? Not this time. For Jonas. McKinnon. Intercepted from McMahon.
Update in the Queen's Park game. Queen's Park 1, St Johnstone 2.
It's a very late goal from St Johnstone again.
Yeah.
92nd minute or something over there at Handon.
Yeah.
A lesser Handon, should I say now.
Play date 1-7.
Ball forward. Oakley's header. Cleared by Strap. Kenzie. Dowds. Couldn't quite get that one under control. Xavier Jones will give chase here. Faced up by Hasty. Just touch from Kyle here. Telfer. Good defensive work there from Dowds, coming back from the striker role. Rosario Jones still with it here, picks out Cooper, flicked on by Devine. Bannigan does well, finds Oakley. Foul given.
Yeah, a bit of canny play there by Oakley.
It's always an interesting battle, George Oakley against Sean McGinty. It was when Oakley was at Morton and
yes,
McGinty was here too.
Again, David Mitchell will not be in any great rush.
Yep,
I just hope that Danny Lennon has got another pair of trousers with him today.
Indeed, indeed. Full-time whistle sounded then from David Dickinson. Comfortable in the end, victory for United 4-2 at home against Airdrieonians, and they follow up the first league win of the season on Tuesday night with another 3 points here at Somerset Park. We head to Perth next weekend where we face league leaders St Johnstone, and that will be sure to be one to be watching out for next weekend. Thank you very much for spending your Saturday afternoon here with us at Somerset Park and Ayr United TV, and we'll see you back here in the coming weeks very soon.
Indeed. Thanks very much for watching, and as I say, we will see you soon.